Hello? 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 I swear I'm going to have this all live a little bit faster than I did in the last day or two. So bear with me. Whoa. Let's get live on. What the heck? And YouTube live. Hello, hello. Jordan, what's happening? Life size box, hello. Just making sure I'm live on all platforms. Stand by momentarily, please. Good. Well, I thought I had my act a little more together today. Turns out, still needs work. Still needs work. All right. Well, sorry guys. Bear with me a minute. Thought I had this all under control. Turns out I'm a Luddite. Okay. And one more place to go live. And then I think we're good. Yep. Looks that way. All right. What's happening, everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? Probably good, I would imagine, right? Because Bitcoin is still running. So yeah, everybody's probably in a great mood. I know I am. No, you don't see Snake. Snake's working on the ICO right now. So he is sequestered away, ironing out the details. He'll be back Thursday. So I'm not 100% certain if he's going live or not, but he will be back on Thursday. So you won't have to stare at me the entire week. Hello, Mimara. Hello again. Yes, yes, my Ether wallet hacked. Yeah, did you guys hear about this? So they had a DNS attack and ended up costing people about $150,000 in overall ETH transactions, not from any one wallet as I understand it, but here, let's go ahead and just jump over to that article. Yeah, it started about 7/17. In fact, I almost ran into some trouble with this today, trying to pay one of our employees, because I was talking about transferring the ETH, and in the process, we were like, wait a second, what about this hack? And had to do a little due diligence to make sure it was safe again. My Ether wallet has since gone on record and said they have taken care of it. But essentially, this is what amounts to like a phishing attack, guys. So always make sure that you have typed the correct web address into your browser, or use a link that you already have stored in your bookmarks, things like that. Always make sure that it is correct, and look for this little secure socket server. If you don't see that, chances are you might have just gotten redirected, which is what happened here. So definitely something you want to keep an eye out for, and protect yourselves. So I know now that if you were using hardware wallets, then no real issue as long as you didn't connect it directly. But if you do have just any software wallets up there on my Ether wallet, you might want to go take a peek and just make sure you didn't get cleaned out this morning. You see your tokens there? I would say you're probably okay. Yeah, I would say if your tokens are still there, you're probably good. They had it resolved much earlier this morning, so it's been several hours. This is sort of a little bit late breaking news on that, but this is when I could go live today, so there we are. But yeah, I would say if your coins are still in your wallet, you're probably okay. So yeah, let's see what else. This is another great thing that I thought that I wish more exchanges would roll out, because if you are an active trader like me, and you have been trading across different exchanges, you're very familiar with dust, having dust in your wallets, right? It's anything that's too small. I believe it's any transaction under $25 worth. on Bittrex, and it's 0.0001 on Binance. Anyway, the short version on this is Binance just rolled it out recently that you can convert the dust amounts of any of your coins, so anything that you had left over once a day, you can have anything that's under 0.001 converted into BNB coin. So that will be significantly advantageous to reducing your fees while you are trading, and also cleaning out that pesky dust, because I wonder about that all the time. I've got a number of wallets on a number of different exchanges with basically what amounts to too small of a transaction to do anything about. So ultimately, I just let it sit there and do nothing in the event that the next market rally causes weird things to moon. I mean, you know, who knows? People still buy Dogecoin for whatever reason. So you never know if any of these other, you know, like NXT is a good example. That's just one I had small balance of, just waiting to see what it would do, and it has done nothing because they don't market enough, in my opinion. Just there's no real community building around it, and nobody even knows about it. They were one of the first designated proof of stake solutions, and nobody even talks about it. Hey, what's happening, Boise? Welcome, welcome. All right, lots of regulars today. Mesam, Hassan, Miriam, Boise. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. That's great. So I did notice after reading through this article, apparently this feature was built into the white paper for Binance. So happy to see that they finally rolled it out. And community opinion is that they should hopefully roll out being able to use it on your transfer amounts, which apparently was also included in the white paper. Gonna have to do a little research on that one. That is me just spreading rumors at this point. But yeah, I think overall that's gonna do good things for the valuation of the BNB coin, and also I think that's just a great feature that hopefully a lot of other exchanges will start to follow suit. So anyway, that's that. Volume is low. I'm at volume is low on what in particular? The overall market? Because I don't think so. Let's go on over to TradingView and take a look. Well, we do see some declining bull volume there, and RSI is super run up, so you know, I will be setting some very tight stop losses. I actually, I think I said this yesterday, I actually got stopped out of a bit of my position back in the run between 7 and 8, and have been slowly trying to reacquire since then, and it just keeps running. So I keep setting these bottom fishing plays and hoping it'll pick up, but I definitely have more of my fiat sitting on the sidelines now than I would have otherwise. That being said, that makes me happy, because if as we start to see some consolidation, a little bit of pullback form, that gives me another opportunity to reacquire my position, and that is ultimately what I am trying to do, is hold the maximum amount of BTC that I can. So anyway, that's that. But yeah, it's just been beautiful momentum in the last 24-48 hours, I guess. Everything, you know, as I say in every stream, as goes Bitcoin, so goes everything else. So lots of things are mooning. Oh, my sound volume is low. Here, hold on, I can actually do something about that. I'm always trying to figure out what the optimal distance from this mic is. I felt like it got a little hot yesterday, the signal, meaning loud, and was clipping. Any better? Any better? Because that's probably about the best I can do. Better volume? Hopefully. All right. Well, anyway. So yeah, what are you guys looking at? Can we just talk about for a minute the fact that like nobody's talking about ETH? ETH has been on a similar run, and like no one cares. Like everyone seems to be, oh, ETH is old news, but it's been on a bit of a tear in the last week. Looks like, oh, on ETH USD. Well, I know you guys. I know we have lots of outside of the US, so I apologize. I think I've stated this often. I primarily trade back and forth between BTC and fiat, and then also with ETH and fiat. So I apologize if I am constantly talking about that in USD valuation for all of our members abroad. So that being said, let's take a look at ETH BTC. And I know I just added this, so it's got to be here. There we go. Well, it looks like now you would have some more opportunity to get involved with that if you were looking for it. Although I do see some increasing action on the histogram there, and the gap between the two moving average lines is starting to get considerably more broad. So that could actually have some more downside to go. I don't know. These two wicks don't give me a whole lot of confidence as this is about to break out again. We are seeing higher lows but lower highs, so I would wait on that one for a little bit, but it does look like overall volume starting to decrease, and yeah, it's looking like that can come down a little bit more if you are looking to go into ETH from BTC. But yeah, let's just admire this, guys. Let's just admire this nice little run up that we had basically since from Thursday. Yeah, so not quite a week yet, but yeah, I feel like everybody's been jumping all over all the rest of the coins, and nobody's been talking about Ethereum. Like, everybody loved Ethereum last year, and now it's all on to the new hotness. You guys are starting to remind me of San Francisco, like over it as soon as it exists. I say that because that's where I'm originally from, and San Francisco is notorious for getting involved with things and getting out of things, scene-wise. Anyway, all right. Yeah, ETH is definitely already top 3. ETH is generally, I believe, number 2, but we can go take a peek at that over on the Cryptosomniac site. And yes, what do you know? Still maintaining second. Wow, look at that. BTC dominance continuing to drop as the market share continues to increase. 431, so we've been up about $15 billion from yesterday, indicating a lot of bullish market sentiment. And you know, here we go, perfect example. You got Tim Draper going all over the place on the road show, talking about his bullish take on Bitcoin. Amazon's getting involved with blockchain developer kits, and more and more news that's coming out in the mainstream that's going to, I believe, lead to more widespread adoption, which I believe is contributing to the latest bull run that we've had. Here's one I thought this had already happened, actually, because people were talking about this last year. I'm so sure of it. But anyway, the great news is they actually did pass the bill allowing residents to pay taxes in Arizona in the House of Representatives, and looks like that will be going forward. So any of the major coins and some of the major altcoins, pretty solid step forward, I think. If the more states and governments start to adopt blockchain, well, I think the better, again, just as far as mainstream adoption goes, because you know, a lot of people still think the government has their best interest at heart, so I'm sure they'd be more than happy as soon as the government gets involved. All right. Explain BTC dominance in terms of when to get in and out of alts. Well, it doesn't necessarily tell you when to get in and out of alts. It just kind of speaks to how much more money is flowing into the altcoin market. You know, long term, and again, I hate to repeat myself daily, but long term, I lost my train of thought. Right. Yes. Okay. So long term, the only way to enter the market is via utilizing Bitcoin primarily. I mean, you know, with Coinbase, obviously there is Litecoin, there is Bitcoin Cash, and there is Ethereum as well that you can trade for fiat. But there's not a lot of exchanges that are offering fiat pairs. And so, as a result, when you start to see bullish momentum in the market overall, with Bitcoin's dominance high, as that market cap starts to run up, and Bitcoin's dominance is starting to drop, that is just an indicator that people have started to move their money into the altcoin space. So that's primarily all I'm speaking to there. I don't necessarily use it as a trade indicator. However, if you see the market cap staying firm and Bitcoin dominance going back up, that could indicate that, you know, people are loading up on Bitcoin. But generally what you'll see is that the Bitcoin dominance will rise as alts bleed, and you know, it'll take over a more significant portion of the market as people start to get back into the altcoins. What's my buy orders for what? OMG or for BTC? Let's see. As we all know, I've got my handy laptop right over here. And I will tell you, hold on. Let's see what I got some buy orders in at right now. My buy orders currently range 89, right around 9K, right around 9,200, and right around 9,350. We'll see if that happens. I mean, everything's been running like crazy. What are my OMG buy points? Let's find out. Let's go take a look. I haven't looked at OMG today. It has been. It was consolidating a little bit last night when we were looking at it. So let's go have it. Let's go have a look. See. Where is it? OMG BTC. Oh wow. Anybody take any advantage of these plays last night? As I was saying, you could have picked something up anywhere around in here. Look at that. Would have been able to run on and take some profit today. As it comes back, honestly, oh, look at this. Okay, so yeah, OMG is taking a little bit of a hit right now. But that being said, I think overall OMG is a very solid project. They've got a lot of funding behind them, and you know, Vitalik is obviously a big supporter, so that bodes well for anything that is on his network. But so what I was saying, excuse me, what I'm saying is right here, looking at this on the 4-hour, you're looking at some pretty good opportunities for these bottom fishing plays I constantly talk about. Look at that. So it's going to continue to bounce off this, what is this, 17,798 line. I mean, I don't know if it's going to continue, but it is doing so right now. And let's look at that on some of the smaller time frames. So I would actually start to set some buy orders just a little below there, because as it tries to bounce off that fib line, you may see some slight over and get an opportunity to pick up just below there. This is an ideal buying range once you see something run up that has started to pull back anywhere in this, what is that level? The 0.886, between 0.886 and 0.618 on the fib is areas I like to buy on a pullback. Pump TRX further. Let's talk about EOS all-time highs. Let's talk about EOS. Everybody loves that coin, right? It's certainly a very strong competitor to Ethereum, and they've certainly got a lot of funding in the bank, don't they? What do we say, guys? What do we say on the channel about buying things at all-time highs? So just so you know, when my eyes are looking up like this, I'm actually looking at the chat box. Yeah, so what do we say about all-time highs? Don't buy at all-time highs. Don't do it. Wait for the pullback. So that being said, who knows? EOS may just continue to moon. It's been on a heck of a tear here. Is that all-time highs? Sure is, isn't it? Oh, kill that scale. Boy, it sure is, isn't it? Well, again, I don't know how many times I'll have to say this, but I don't chase parabolic runs, and I don't buy at all-time highs. So that's looking like it's starting to consolidate. So if we're just talking about specifically on this last little pump that it's had, if you were looking to get in, or if I was looking to get in here, whoops, that is not what I want. That's not what I want at all. All right, let's take a look at the fib retracement on that. So I don't know why this thing just changed colors. It's very strange, but yeah, I would be looking to pick up somewhere between the 14 and 14.5 range. Again, just sticking with my steady strategy of, you know, I love the bottom fishing. I love that, of just setting your buy orders or your stop losses, depending on which direction you're trying to go or protect your finances in, just right near those key fib levels, and trying to guess what's high enough that your orders actually get filled, or low enough that your orders or that your stop losses don't get hit, but keeps you close enough to the game. It's always the fun guessing and prediction game with trying to play these markets. All right, let's see. Verge flopped. Shocker. All right, let's see. What else? Let's talk high performance blockchain. Yeah, let's see. Is that on HPB? Negative. I hate it when it's not on cryptocurrency. When it's not on TradingView to look at. So what is it on Huobi? All right. How do I pick a ticker on here again? Ah, here we go. High performance blockchain. Not on Huobi. Perhaps on Binance. I have not looked at basic attention token. I will. Hold on a sec, and we'll take a look at that. Where is HPB trading? Good God. Who are you? Hi, Hourglass. I'm Jason. I'm the new guy they were talking about a couple weeks back. I think I've been on for, well, I've been here for a month and change at this point. So hopefully you're starting to get familiar with my face, and hopefully I'm starting to establish some credibility on this channel. KuCoin, obviously KuCoin. All right. Let's go see. All right, remember guys, I don't trade on KuCoin because I'm Mr. Exchange Fatigue. So bear with me as I stumble around here trying to get the information. Where's the dang charts? Come on. There we go. All right. All right, all right, all right. Right. Come on up. Oof, boy. All right. So we want to look for. I mean, what are we asking here? What do we want to know about high performance blockchain? Just what I think of it overall, or are you looking for entry exits potential? Where do my tools go? Candles, good. Let's see here. Give me an RSI, MACD. Good enough. Oh, and maybe Bollinger Bands. Sorry guys, bear with me here while I punch this up so we can all see it. I'm having a hard time seeing it, so I'm sure if I'm having a hard time seeing it. All right, and where's my, I don't need indicators, I need drawing tools. These are clearly trading view charts. Where are the tools? Oops. All right, this is annoying. All right, well then, just looking at it without charting it, let's see. It looks like we've got pretty good support set out here at about 36,000 sats. What kind of intervals? These are 8-hour intervals, which is way too far out. Well, let's see. On an hour interval, we've showed some pretty we've already showed the bear cross here and increasing action on the histogram. MACD, or rather I'm sorry, RSI is starting to get way down into the oversold range. We've seen some red candles. I would keep an eye on this if you are looking to pick some up. You know, I know we've talked about high performance blockchain on the channel and we are fans of it. Overall, that's really just gone sideways a lot over the last 2 months. Not a whole lot of action in either direction. So not a lot of volatility in this coin. I mean, this would be one that might be more of a something to consider as a long-term hold. Anything that doesn't swing around so much like that is in my opinion, is a good place to park your money while everything else is crazy. I mean, look at that. It didn't even tank off too much. I mean, I guess some from the February dip. That's pretty much just been trading sideways for quite a while. Yeah, I would maybe wait till it's, you know, look, oh, here you go, perfect example. That's what I was talking about. So we have pretty good historic support here, right? So over, when is this, from the 23rd? All right, so yesterday. But it's got, hits the support here, starts to run, comes back down. You see these wicks getting pretty close to that. Same thing, tests it again, and third, test it again. You can see this wick came under. So this is what I'm talking about when I set my buy orders just under, or set my stop loss just there. I mean, look, this guy would have gotten stopped out, but if that candle would have kept going in this position, it would have saved you from a real headache. That being said, if you were in the buying market here, this guy just got an opportunity to pick up at just below a psychological level. So, all right, let's see what else. Basic attention token, right? That's right. Cheers, Sam. Boise, you bastard. All right. Basic attention token. Have a look, see at this, but oof, ouch, that's dumping, isn't it? Are you looking to pick up on basic attention to token? You know, don't catch a falling knife. I would wait for this. It looks, oh, ouch, ugly. Right as I said it, I was gonna say it looks like you're starting to establish a little bit of resistance there at 4,500, and it just wicked down below it. Let's take a look at that on shorter intervals. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's starting to find some resistance. And again, these are really, really short. So guys, 15-minute candles is really only what I would use to try to determine if I was ready to buy right now. And in this case, I would definitely not be ready to buy right now myself. But I would definitely keep an eye on it if this is a project you're interested in. basic attention token has an interesting model. I feel like they got overhyped with the McAfee pumps, and I feel like their biggest hurdle to overcome is getting people to utilize another browser. It's there's already so many on the market, and there's already so many that people are so attached to. Chrome, Safari. I don't think anybody's attached to Edge or whatever, Internet Explorer, but well, let's see. Let's look at this in its recent movement, and we won't count the parabolic candle here. Look at that. Yeah, that's getting right into that buy range. So I would keep an eye on that. It's 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. If you can show it that it established a little bit better support there at around 4,500, anywhere in there is a good pickup range by my usual strategy. You know, again, I like to wait for it to start to consolidate a little bit and get back down into that. Why was this thing upside down before? 786 and 618, but yeah, anyway, the 236, 382. Yeah, this is very strange. My fib has just inverted itself. Colors wise. All right, that's just throwing me off. Anyway, yeah, that's right in the area. So again, always ladder your orders. It looks like this has been about 4,500 sats here has been pretty good support historically over the last over the last week, basically. So now would be a good time if this is something that you're considering getting into. If I were looking at picking up some basic attention token, I would consider buying some as it, depending on if it goes sideways a little bit more within that 4,500 range. All right, what else? What else? Tron's on the moon, is it? Did they? What else did they have happen here? It was running yesterday. Oops. Oh, good God. Boy, it sure is. It's off to the races for Tron, huh? Well, guys, what do we say? What do we say? Don't chase a run. That's clearly parabolic. Just to illustrate that a little bit better. There we go. 4 hour. Huge. If you were holding some Tron, if you've been holding some Tron over the last, like, I don't know, week? Yeah. Anywhere since about the 14th. Today might be a good opportunity to take some profit. Don't get greedy, guys. That's the one thing I always say. I have been bitten by this so many times, watching it run, and just going, I already got to 10%. Maybe we can go to 15 today. Well, just blew past 15. Might as well wait for 20. Just figure out what your target profit is and take it when it gets it. As soon as it gets to your target profit area, take that profit. And that's I think that will serve you very well in the long run. I mean, you know, you might miss a little bit of the upside on a run, and this is why we also say ladder your orders, right? So you know, you might miss a little bit of the upside on a run, but that way you're going to lock in the guaranteed profits. Because what happens if you know, I don't know, who knows, you get one FUD article and this could all go away tomorrow. So always take profit. Always take profit from where you bought in. If you're up, you know, once you've hit your target number, take that profit. All right. Just dumped the last of my TRX bags. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother to. I mean, now it definitely would have been a good time to take profit. I mean, that's a hell of a run up over the last month, really. Yeah, I would definitely have considered taking some profit. I definitely wouldn't be considering buying into it right now. Yeah, but just wait till it comes back down. I mean, for me, I wouldn't even touch this until it's closer to like the 600 sat range. That's way up there. All right, so let's see what else. If you're holding Tron, shame on you. Yeah, exactly, right? Speaking of which, by the way, that is Jordan. He is one of our TA guys over in the Moon Lounge, and he's joined me on the stream today, which I am grateful for, making sure I'm not making any ridiculous claims. But you know, these guys, he and them all, very sharp, super savvy TA guys, and have helped me improve my skills significantly. So definitely recommend going on over to Cryptosomniac.com and joining the Moon Lounge. I'll just take this moment to go ahead and make that segue. Yeah, go on over to Cryptosomniac.com. We are offering, we have a service called the Cryptosomniac Advantage, and right now we are offering a 14-day free trial to everybody. So you can go and sign up for free, and you would not only get access to all these reports. So here, let me show those to you. You go to Cryptosomniac.com, go on over here to the Advantage where that little rocket is, and then not only do you have access to all of the reports that we regularly put out, we just put in one today on Pundi X in case you are interested in a cryptocurrency point of sale system. In-depth review on ontology. We've got a nebulous report in there. So those things, reports on traditional financial markets, lots of things to help you stay on top of what is happening in the world of finance and crypto, which can really help you make better decisions. Also, what you would get when you sign up for the Advantage is access to the Moon Lounge, which right now we've got on a Slack channel, private Slack channel, and you can get in there. You would have access to two full-time TA guys. So we've got Amal and Jordan in there, both super sharp, slightly different styles between them, but both real value adds to the Cryptosomniac Advantage. Help you sharpen up your TA, take a look at your portfolio, figuring out maybe if you were looking at paring down your coins or adding some coins, they are able to give you a good opinion of where you're at and what direction you might want to head in. So definitely recommend going on over there, signing up for the Cryptosomniac Advantage, join us in the Moon Lounge, and get involved. And what have you got to lose? It's 2 weeks for free. If you don't like it, you don't stick around. If you like it, well, you've got reports to all this, and you know, you'll be able to reach out to myself, to Sam, to Snay, to Jordan, Amal, the rest of our administrative team, and actually interact with them. So it's kind of like having one of these live streams in your pocket, carrying around on your phone. It's pretty slick. Anyway, all right. Yes, hit those likes. Hit those likes, or I'm sending you Verge. I will never send you Verge. I will never do that to you. But while you're at it, go ahead and hit that like, hit that thumbs up, hit the bell to subscribe on YouTube, so you know when we're gonna go live, and you can join us and look at me make stupid faces and hopefully intelligent claims. All right, let's see. Yeah. Yes. All right. Would you buy Bitcoin at this price? Yes. I buy Bitcoin at almost any price, frankly. I'm definitely one of those guys that is taking a portion of my regular income every time I get paid and setting it in my Coinbase account so that I can trade. And I just take whatever is a comfortable portion for me, you know, just deposit it in Coinbase and then send it on over to GDAX to trade with. So the short version is I buy Bitcoin at any price, but I also make sure that when I am buying Bitcoin that I am doing so on GDAX, so I'm not A, paying through the nose for fees as you would on Coinbase, and then B, also getting better opportunities to pick where I buy or where, and the ability to set stop losses so that I don't you know, walk away down. At any price. Well, I mean, seriously, I was buying little bits of it all the way up to the 20K run. I mean, you know, again, it's tiny amounts because I'm dollar cost averaging over time. But again, it's about figuring out in your mind, like, okay, I have this much to acquire this much coin with. Now I think it's going to run what percent before I either take profit or I think, you know, it has the tendency to break down to this, and I'm okay with losing what percent before I exit the trade as a loser. So, and I don't mean you're just meaning it's a losing trade, which does happen occasionally. We're not perfect. We do all try to be the best traders we can, but no, I wouldn't sell BNB right now. Excuse me. Although, buy the rumor, sell the news, right? Let's go take a look at Binance Coin. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my response to that would depend on where did you buy your last BNB coin? Because that's honestly everything I talk about is ultimately going to depend on what was your entry point and what's your exit point. I can say what good entries or exits are within a local time frame, right? So let's say, for instance, look, I mean, this is just from last night, this fib, and so now we can move it, and you'll note, look at that, all these levels just start to, it's funny how it all just kind of ends up lining right back up, right? Right at those fib levels. Yeah, if you get 60% of trades right and manage your risk, you are massively winning. And that's why I say I'm happy with little 8% scalps. If I can make it, you know, here and there. Because inevitably you're going to get stopped out of your position once or twice and miss a run. Or, you know, you're going to have set your buy orders too low and miss a pump. Or, you know, you're going to set your stop loss a little too close to before the next breakout, and inevitably it will happen, and you know, you got to try to minimize that, but yeah, I mean, it's going to happen, so you want to try to make sure to maximize as much upside trade potential in your everyday dealings as possible. All right, so that being said, you're asking me if I would sell Binance Coin today. I don't know. I think it's got a lot of direction. I think Binance Coin. Well, just by what the chart is telling me, honestly, just by what the chart is telling me, I'd probably just hold right now, and set my stop loss. I don't know, somewhere in here, above that. Well, it depends on what this candle finish is doing here. It depends on when that finishes printing that candle. That'll depend. Let's take a look at. Let's break that down into smaller intervals. Yeah, declining bull volume, lower highs. Do you have higher lows? That's a nice thing. Already show the bear cross there. RSI is looking decent, and the histogram is starting to curl back up. I don't know. That might be ready to go. Oh, look at it wiggling around a little bit there. Yeah, I think BNB coin might actually have a little more move to the upside before it breaks down. I think that perhaps for once we have seen a case where people didn't buy the rumor, sell the news. I think because of the nature of the BNB coin, that people want to actually probably hold a little bit more of it right now, because there is speculation that Binance is actually executing market buy orders on the dust coins, and if they are then holding more of those coins, then that would contribute more to the coin burn, which would ultimately raise the value of the coin. So I think I just hold. I think that's what I would do with my BNB right now. I just hold it. All right. Invatio. All right, here's what I know about Invatio. I know it's another AI-backed blockchain service. It's a machine learning thing, and I know that I have one of our writers doing an in-depth report on it right now because people keep asking me about it, and it is getting advertised to me left and right. Effectively, I believe that Invatio right now is just a machine learning system. And if I recall correctly, basically they're just going to reward you in the coin for like identifying what, you know, like calling a dog or whatever, and helping this machine learn what things are. I could be incorrect. I'm pretty sure that's what that is from what I looked into it. But we'll have a full report on it soon in the Cryptosomniac Advantage. And guess what? You can sign up for free for 14 days. So why don't you go on over there to cryptosomniac.com and set yourself up. Take a look. What coin would I suggest investing in now? Digix DAO. Although right now DGD might be down a bit, but it's a real good hedge against Bitcoin. And yeah, I was gonna say I bet it's down a bit right now, so we could probably come on, jump over there. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Boy, a lot of these coins looking almost exactly the same on this chart, aren't they, right? You know, obviously the SATS number is a little bit different, but Yeah, I think that maybe has a little more action to the downside, but I'd be looking to pick up some DGD. Would you buy a coin called Skynet if it was AI and blockchain? No, man, no. That's like, don't. Although, wait, we were just talking about this yesterday, right? Yes, of course I would, because it is my job to help our robot overlords come into existence so that by the time they manifest, they don't come after me and punish me for trying to stop them, right? Oh, this is Digibyte. My bad, dude. I do this every time. I apparently have dyslexia. That is Digibyte, and never mind. Digix DAO is what I was talking about. Thanks for pointing that out. And that changes my opinion on what I was talking about there, but yeah, I mean, I still say Digix DAO. Boy, look at that. Looks like we might be seeing a cup and handle starting to form right there. See, look, big nice cup, little handle. That might be about getting ready to go for another run. What are we looking at? Hourly candles here. See that on the 4 hour. Yeah, look at that cup. Looks like it's starting to form that handle right there. Decreasing volume on the histogram, and we've already had the little cup over there on the moving average lines. Decreasing overall volume. I don't know. It might not be ready to go for a run. Tough call. Maybe. Looks like it might just trade sideways a little bit. See if we can print another green candle or two, and if so, I would say that might be a good good one to pick up. And since we love Fibonacci retracements, yeah, I would set some buys 290 to 292 sats, somewhere in there, and go after that play I keep talking about, where it's, you know, you see these wicks come down and break into that retracement level between 0.5 and 0.618. That is a great opportunity to snipe. Snay is slippery. He's not slippery. Snay is fantastic. He's just doing work, man. They got an ICO in the works here. Yeah, I can't talk too much about it. I know some about it, but I can't talk too much about it. But I can say, with as much time and attention as we spend in the crypto space, this is finally something that I have not seen addressed in the crypto space, which is nice, because there's so many exchanges and there's so many coins that are privacy focused or supply chain dynamics focused, or, you know, there's so many that have a provide a liquidity pool, et cetera, et cetera. The service that they are putting together is completely unique to my knowledge, so I will let I will let them tell you about it. But it is pretty exciting stuff. If I wrestled Snay, who would win? Come on. Arm wrestle or portfolio wrestle, because he would beat me at portfolio wrestling for sure. How would I move dust? Well, that depends, Rusco. Are you talking about your Binance dust, or are you talking about all the rest of your dust? Because the only way I can think of doing it, I've actually asked Amal and Jordan, I think both, about this specifically, is on those dusts that I have sitting in Bittrex. Is it worth buying some more of the coin so that I can then sell the full amount, even though I'd still be ultimately taking a loss on it, just to get the dust out, or to be able to recapture what's left on there? And in general, the popular consensus on that is no, unless you have if it's more than dust, right? Dust generally indicates an amount of a coin sitting in a wallet that is too small for the minimum level of transaction on an exchange. So like I said, I think Bitrex's minimum transaction is $25, right? So if you've got less than $25 worth of a token or a coin, you can't transact with it. So maybe you want to buy $5 to sell it, just to get rid of it. My team says no. I don't know. So the news then on boy, I gotta stop reading mid-sentence because I keep looking up at the chat and in the middle of a thought, and then I trail off, and then I sound like an idiot. So I apologize. Oh yeah, right, the dust. So anyways, back to what you're saying. So there is a section on Binance. Binance has the feature where you go into your wallets or go into your accounts, and then there is a button you can click that says dust to BNB, and then you go down a tick list and tick the boxes for anything you've got on there that's too small, and it'll convert it to BNB coin, and then you've got that in your balance. So yeah, breakdance fighting, obviously. Nano, sure, let's take a look at Nano. And that should be, yeah, it's like, I know I've looked at that recently. Oof, ouch, that took a little bit of a beating, didn't it? All right, well, let's adjust, recalibrate ye old fib. It does sound like a fight video game, doesn't it? Tekken, it's like Tekken 17, Tekken 2018. All right, let's see. Boy, Nano has taken a pasting, but it is getting down into the range that I do. Yeah, it's already been in the range, actually, the 618 to 0.5. It looks like it's almost back down to a historical support level here, so I would be very careful on that. It's wicked off it once, twice, basically already. So I would keep an eye on that, and I would watch what this volume does here. Histogram's starting to curl back up, so that's a bullish indicator. Same thing, RSI has started to point back towards the middle. Let's look at that. Oh, those are 30-minute candles. Yeah, on the hourly, look at that. It's almost wicked off it 3 times. Are you looking to pick up some Nano? Because I would consider picking up some Nano. That's depending if it prints another 2 or 3 green candles. Again, are you talking about a long-term hold or a quick swing trade? Juan or Icon, what do I like more in 1 year? I'm gonna have to go ahead and say Juan Chain on that one. Yes, and I'm not gonna justify it at all, but I'm gonna say Juan Chain. Sam disagrees with me. XRP holder detected. Those might be fighting words. Have you even watched my streams? How dare you? That is. Yeah, I mean, I would take a look at it, man. If Nano is a long term for yours, which I don't know why it wouldn't be. They have super fast transaction times. I think the project has legs. Yeah, if you're looking to pick some up, now's a good time for a long term hold. But I would wait to see a little bit more, maybe 1 or 2 green candles, because there might still be some more downward action to go in there. And then as you approach that 80.39 support, if it gets too much closer to that, without showing some bullish momentum, I would actually hold off. But that is right in the area where I like to buy things. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Guys, we're at the hour mark already. And since I've been promising to not run these on too long, I'm going to have to say that was going to be the last coin I'm going to chart today. So you guys are just going to have to come on tomorrow and ask me. So let's see here. We got Smart Cash, Stella, XLM, and Sam. Tune in tomorrow and I'll give you a little bit more informed opinion on why I think Juan Chain over Icon. But yeah, anyway, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for me today. But enjoy the green candles, enjoy this beautiful bullish momentum, and crypto on. I think this is the point in the stream where I need to say, comment with your ERC20 address on YouTube, and then like and share on Facebook and Twitter. Give me a retweet, and you will be eligible to win some free crypto. I'm still not sure what crypto we are giving out. Snay will be back on Thursday, so you got me until then, and we will look at getting some free crypto out to you guys. But appreciate it. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And I'm just gonna chime into this last thing right there. Richard, I buy any coin that I can make a buck off of. No fanboy of any coin. That is a solid trading perspective right there, sir. I kind of agree with the same thing. I do hold some idealistic positions and say I don't invest long term in coins that I don't support the project, but I don't see any problem with making some money off of a run. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is Jason, Cryptosomniac. We're out. Shut up.